even though that does about...
Is going to try for another Will-O-Wisp. Will it hit? No!
The character part will make sense, and you might wonder, well, why did Lacey...
Good evening, trainers, and welcome to another episode of Silph Co Sports here on Geeklife. My name is the Dodd, the streamer you need, but not the one you deserve. And joining me today, usually the pink blob behind the curtain, but now the pink blob in front of us all. We've got UpSmash. How are you doing today, UpSmash?
I'm doing all right. I finally found a way on the other side of the camera. I did it. That's how it is. Yeah, I got a tie on. I tried to find a suit that fits me. Can't be done.
You're looking snazzy.
We're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're looking real sharp, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But how have you been otherwise? I heard you've been streaming lately. I heard there was a little bit of a farmer UpSmash deal going on that we had lately with some Stardew Valley streams. What you got going?
Yeah, that's right. I decided to move out and started doing farming stuff, and now I'm just farming up parsnips right now. But hopefully I can get up my mayonnaise, get all my stuff up.
Yeah,
that should be all good.
Thank you, Dragonstorm, for that host. I appreciate that. Well, we have a fantastic show planned for you guys tonight. But before we get started, we want to just a quick reminder. Please like, subscribe, drop us a comment if you enjoyed anything on the show tonight, especially if you're watching us here on YouTube. Please, we love to hear those comments. We'd love to hear what you liked, what you didn't. So drop us a comment below. And also drop a like for all of UpSmash's content. UpSmash, you got a whole bunch of cool YouTube content, right?
Yeah, that's right. I just started short decks right back at it again, just in time for BDSP VGC. Try and say that 5 times fast. Right now, I just got my Caesar and my Latios. I gotta do some more research for other Pokemon, but I think it would be a real good time. Just try and get all that sorted before you go right into online.
The short decks is some good quality content, guys. It's like nice little digestible bits of Pokemon VGC, so that's really good to hear. Yeah, we've got quite the show for tonight. UpSmash, what's on the agenda?
Well, we gotta look at our newest Unite edition, the Dragonite. Then we gotta go talk about the most nostalgic tournament of the day, the Back to Basics tournament held by QuiverDancer. And our final will cover the ins and outs of ATXmas tour that was recently concluded. After that, we'll have our own spicy mod segment. Then we'll finish the night off with a showcase match between submitted by WDmichel, and then our top 5 plays of the week.
Yep, that'll about do it for us. A little bit of WDmichel and our top 5 plays of the week. Really excited about those as always. But you've got our first story of the night. We got a little sneak preview behind us. What are we talking about up first, UpSmash?
That's right, we're going to be talking about Dragonite. The dorky dragon type has dawdled its ways into the hearts of many, thanks in no small part to its belligerent nature coupled with its cute confidence. It's actually a really well balanced Pokemon. Its auto attacks each have a different effect, which is a really neat touch, and its moves all seem to let it be sort of a jack of trades. But you gotta be honest, you're gonna choose Hyper Beam. When you shoot out laser beam that does 50% to whatever's in front of you, there's no beating that. Come on. If you feel like the Dragonite's a bit too slow for you, look no further than Dragon Dance. The beast of a move is, on first glance, a movement skill like many others. However, it boosts Dragonite's attack speed and movement speed, as well as powering up Hyper Beam. If you like fire in your laser, then there's no other option why you shouldn't pick it. But the really interesting part lies within its Unite move. We touched on it briefly last episode, but Dragonite's Unite move has astronomical range, able to hit opponents half the map over. If you choose to forego that range in favor of hitting the foes directly in front of you, your Unite move only consumes 40% of your gauge. That means you can fill it up again pretty quickly and then just do it again in a matter of moments. Well, Dodd, how do you think Dragonite's impacting the meta, if at all?
it's going to be interesting, and I've definitely seen Dragonite, being thrown out there. I don't think it's found its place quite yet. I think we say this almost every single time we see a new character come in. They still don't know exactly how to balance it quite yet and how to make this character fun and fair for the rest of everybody. But Dragonite seems like a really unique character, a unique all-arounder, someone that can really kind of boost themselves up and really charge out there. And I'm excited to see the possibilities with it for sure. I'm excited to try it and give it a possibility. I feel pretty confident with a lot of all-arounders, but Dragonite really isn't the mon that I feel is really stealing the show in the new meta after the Dragonite update. And so I think that's good for Dragonite going forward, but I don't know. We'll see how that plays out in Unite as well. Let's see. We got I'm trying to see if I can play that. Dunkanoa, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Dunkokanoa. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. But what do you think? What are your first thoughts on Dragonite? Have you gotten a chance to play it yet, ATXmas?
Oh my god, have I had a chance to play with Dragonite? Oh my god, it is such a freaking fun Pokemon to play as. I really like kind of how you can shift, like you slowly get more and more boosted attacks as you go on. So Dratini only has the water move, which heals you, but then when you get in the Dragonair, you get the electric move that stuns them, and then when you get Dragonite, you get the fire move that just goes in hard. So what I like to do was just cycle in Dragon Breaths, which would, if you hit him with an opponent, then you actually get your boosted move again. So you can just So this happened to me. Is like I always play Dragonair, and due to its water move healing you, I just kept on swinging, and I just couldn't be beat because I was just bobbing and weaving, going through all the dragon dances, going through all the dragon breaths. It was nutty. I loved it. And then when Dragonite came out, I tried to do Outrage. I was like, oh my god, it's Flail X 2.0. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then, but then
we didn't need another Flail X though.
Oh my god, what are you talking about? The world needs more Flail X. But
well, one was good enough. That's what I was saying, man. Like, I mean, that having one mon that can abuse that mechanic is great.
Oh yeah.
That makes me worried about Outrage. Are you not a big Hyper Beam fan in Dragon Dance? Is that not your jam?
I was gonna get back into it, but then I found out Hyper Beam. Holy shit! Oh my god, it is super fun. You get up all nice and close to them. You're like, okay, hi, what's up? I'm just gonna basic attack you. So I got my Dragon Dances, hee hoo hoo. And then when they try and go in to like actually murk you, so psych idiot, I'm gonna use Hyper Beam. That's it, you're done. Get up, hit the bricks. And oh, by the way, if you're gonna run away, I have Dragon Dance, and I'm just gonna keep on pelting you on your way out. There's no escape. You can't button out of this. You can't do anything out of this. You're taking like 75% of your damage, and you're not gonna have any say about it because you decided to hug me.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Greninja? Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for mons like Greninja for sure. I've seen it a lot since I end up playing a lot of these Ranger, very frail mons usually, like Cinderace. It is a bit of a challenge seeing Dragonite because it is very mobile, especially with Dragon Dance, and especially with its Unite move having so much range. I do worry about that because if I have someone out there that can take me out from a distance like that, that's not good. Definitely not something that we want to see.
Yeah, also, what was it, the Unite move? Oh my god, super good too. I mean, you almost never want to do it from like halfway across the map. That's just more of a meme than anything.
Right.
But in my opinion, you get in like within smooching distance of them, use your Unite move, bada bing, bada boom, you have half your health through the score shield. Go ahead and slug with your partner.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's very scary. It's terrifying to see.
Yeah, I think that I've said enough about Dragon. I was gushing over this dragon right now. He is a bundle of fun to play as right now. Definitely worth the 10k coins in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even if it's not even viable, it's still like so much fun. Oh my god.
That's cool. That's good to hear. And if it's worth the coins, it's worth the coins, right?
Oh yeah. All right. So now that I'm done with gushing about Dragonite, let's just talk about the back to basics tourney. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, so the Quivers Series 1 tournament results, or Quivers Series 1 tournaments, more like the Four Seasons VGC tournament results are now in. Series 1, love it or hate it, it's how the meta it's the meta that started it all, right? Here in Gen 8, if you remember, Series 1 had 0 legendaries, including sub-legends like Landorus and Sudocene, and also had the caveat that Gmax Pokemon were not usable. It was really a pure time before Gmax Venusaur and Gmax Charizard, and even before lovely Gmax Lapras was able to make it its debut in the capable hands of Fevzi Ozcan and Wolfie's Championship Cup. With that refresher out of the way, let's take a look at some of the top teams that cut this time capsule of a tourney. First off, notably, the winner was Condor NJ, who placed first with a team featuring Grimmsnarl, Arcanine, Dracozolt, Gastrodon, Corviknight, and Mudsdale. The pace hasn't been released to my knowledge, but if I had to guess, Mudsdale is an Assault Vest with own tempo, which prevents confusion, and the Grimmsnarl is rocking probably Swagger Tech. I wouldn't be surprised to see Corviknight holding a Lumberry and as a Pseudo-Sun answer, who can abuse the Swagger Tech. Arcanine does what Arcanine does best, like supportive Mon with some cleanup potential, and Dracozolt is most likely with the Hustle Life Orb to boost its damage potential through the roof. Coming up in runner-up, though, is Mogar Chu debuted a Rain team featuring Ludicolo, Pelipper, no Gmax Duraludon, which is better than Gmax Duraludon to begin with, and Raichu, Jolteon, and Mudsdale. Mudsdale really showed up for this tour,
Geekly
it seems,
2, Gay 2,
and the
Geekly
results
2,
seem to
Gay
speak
2.
exactly why. It's a good Trick Room answer if your opponent brings it. It's bulky. It can freely stack +2 attack bonuses onto it with no setbacks, unless you miss Swagger. Curse you. 85% accuracy, curse you. Some of the other interesting ones, some of the other top cut players are Yoshi and Lugia, Trainer Red VGC, Third Story VGC, Pengy Twitch, and I think that is, let's see if I can read that. Nope. Renikojo MX, where some notable appearances there. Some of the Mons used here were very interesting. Some of the most top cut used Mons we see Corviknight, Grimmsnarl, Tyranitar, Dragapult, Sylveon, Rotom Wash, Arcanine, Melodic, Excadrill, Vanillux, Sableye, Goodra, let's see, Gothitelle, Torkoal, Dusclops, Gyarados, Togekiss, Rhyperior, and Duraludon. So kind of surprising for a meta that we haven't seen in a while, but for the Series 1, none of these are really that surprising. Up Smash, from the beginning of the series, what Pokemon from the beginning of the series do you wish had more of a spotlight here, or do you think we got a really cool representation of what Series 1 was like?
Well, if you ask me, if you said, hey, Up Smash, what if Series 1 was back, what would you see again? And I would bet money on Ted being up there like 1,000,000% of the time. I'm actually very surprised about these two teams that actually got real good. Like, this is quite amazing, to be honest. A very, very good turnout that I see. I also do like about how some Pokemon, T-Tar, Excadrill, my two favorites from Series 1, hell yeah. And also Vanillux. Vanillux was super good in Series 1. Because you could just use a Choice Spec Freeze Dry, see a Dracovish. Yeah, I never knew yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it was super fun.
I remember that Hustle Dracozolt. That Hustle Dracozolt was a lot of fun. Especially with a Life Orb. I mean, having that big, bulky electric sweeper, especially with a new Pokemon that looks as derpy as Dracozolt does, it's just fun to see. So I mean, the Dracozolt, the Mudsdale, I feel like those are some definitely some more interesting choices. I don't think I would have thought Mudsdale as common as it was, and it was interesting because the top two players got it, but it still didn't land up in some of the top used Mons in the series. So I think that's a really big breakout star that you could talk about of this tournament for sure.
Yeah, Mudsdale. I went to a couple of the what is it called of the MSSs before everything shut down, and Mudsdale was the talk of the town when we were going in there, because it's a solid Dynamax. You can use own tempo, get the swagger boost, or if you just want to sit down on them, just eat up Trick Room turns, you can just use stamina. And then what are they gonna do? Oh yeah. Oh no. You have your +2 Rhyperior. Oh no. Oh god.
Well,
Yeah,
the combo that I saw that was crazy was people that would use stamina and weakness policy and Minchino with Seed Blast or something like that.
Oh my god, that sounds nasty. That sounds dirty.
Yeah, and then you would just start hitting it into your other mon, and he would just start stacking up defense boosts and stacking up, and then also getting the weakness policy boost as well.
Yes. So that means that freaking Mudsdale will just turn into a raid boss. Yeah, what you gonna do?
Oh
dude?
yeah. Well,
That actually sounds awesome.
You got to figure out a way to start clearing out those stats, or he just snowballs, you know. So I think that's a very interesting pick. That's a really interesting like kind of shining star of this tournament. But some of the other ones, if you look at Series 1, they're not surprising, right? Dragapult, Grimmsnarl, Excadrill's back in the mix. Excadrill's back, baby.
Yo, baby.
Arcanine was up in the mix. Series 1 was a time before Incineroar. Incineroar wasn't necessarily there, so you could have Diet Incineroar and people were happy about it.
Yeah.
So
one thing that surprised me, no Dracovish. I don't know if I just skipped out on Series 1 or not, doing after those 2 tournaments, but I am firmly believing that Dracovish was just crawling everywhere.
Mr. Fish was always fun.
My God.
I always thought that he was a lot of fun, but also I felt that people thought he was very gimmicky at the beginning. I think that he was like one of the first gimmicky mons in competitive VGC. Or at least that's what it felt like to me, you know?
I mean, yeah, you could rob a lot of quick wins if they have no answers to Dracovish. So everyone and their grandma decided to run Waters or a Gastrodon just to eat up all the fish moves, because it was either that or just lose the game.
Right.
And it was quite nutty. I honestly, Series 1, I really wish I could have gotten to this one. Ah, jeez, this make you all sentimental.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would have really enjoyed this tournament as well. I feel like this would have been a fun one to build teams for, and honestly, good on Four Seasons VGC for keeping some of these metas alive, even in a time where people really don't like Series 11 right now. People are bored with it. There's not very many people that want to play it. I did the stream the other night, and the title of the stream was "I Dare Go Where No Go Series 11." Because that's how people feel about it. But to bring back some of the older metas, especially with a lot of these things that really get bring out some fun mons, I think it's fantastic. So, congrats on Four Seasons VGC, fantastic tournament. And with that said, that wasn't the only one tournament that's happened recently. Certainly not the only wintry themed tournament. What's going on with what happened with the ATXmas tour recently of Smash?
All right, we're gonna be talking about the ATXmas tour. With the festive BDSP tour having wrapped up, let's take a look at some of the Pokemon that topped the ranks on Sahibi Mufti's squad. They were using Rain and Scizor, an archetype that's been done incredibly well since the meta started. Scizor just does an incredible amount of damage with Technician Bullet Punch, and Rain giving it a way to pseudo-nullify the damage from fire moves, as well as Pelipper and Ludicolo to protect it from said fire types. There isn't a lot to break those three, really. But that's only just half the team. If you thought that if these three are menacing, just wait until you see the other half the team. Raikou has been very prevalent lately due to fast screens that can't be faked out and a very scary Calm Mind that just walls out many Pokemon that can't damage it fast enough. Also, don't even forget about Snorlax. Thick Boy himself probably has Belly Jump for added pressure, has a massive offensive presence. +6 is, do not ignore that. Oh my god, do not. And last but not least, everyone's favorite Incineroar replacement, and I can attest, Hitmontop. That Pokemon is incredibly good in BDSP. It's almost like that Fake Out plus Intimidate is a superly good combination. Who would have guessed? But Don, what other Pokemon do you see well in? What other Pokemon do well in the BDSP metagame?
Yeah, I think that this is a good testament of some of the mons that we see that do really well in the BDSP meta. One of the ones that I'm really excited to see is a couple. First off, that's got to be Hitmontop up there at the top. I love to see Hitmontop. That was one of the ones that I used in Series 10, and I had a lot of fun with Hitmontop because it was kind of off meta, and you could use stuff like Feint, which was viable again. And I really think that, honestly, there's some situations where Hitmontop may honestly be the better than Incineroar in certain metas. And I think Series 10 was one of those where it was debatable in a lot of different circumstances. But Pikalytics would absolutely disagree with me. With that said, seeing its popularity in BDSP does entice me to play it a little bit. I mean, like, if not anything, just for Hitmontop. I love seeing Snorlax do well, love seeing Scizor do well. You know I love my steel types. And then also Raikou, one of the legendary dogs. We've seen a lot of Entei. We've seen a little bit of Sudocene, but we've never seen Raikou like this, and I'm so glad to see him like this, you know? It's a fun one to use, a really, really quick screens. I mean, it's a diet Regieleki kind of in a lot of ways for how some people are using it. And how some people are using Regieleki for like screens.
Oh yeah, I would not have seen Raikou coming with that double screen setup. That sounds very interesting. Like, I mean, honestly, why not? If it's already fast than most people in the metagame, it's like Regieleki never even left. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, you can't, like, outspeed freaking the wind itself, but it's good enough. It works, right?
I mean, also all of these perform really well in the rain, and they've got the rain in the back. And Ludicolo is the rain mon.
Oh yeah, don't forget it. Ludicolo can just dominate in the rain.
And I think that and all of these other ones are either completely unaffected by rain or helped by it. I mean, Raikou can hit if you have Thunder on Raikou, that means you get an automatic hit there. And then Scizor, all of the fire type moves that it's terrified of are all at least nerfed to some degree. So there's huge advantages there. And if you're bringing in Hitmontop instead of Incineroar, well, then you don't even have to worry about your Flare Blitz getting a little bit of a nerf, and water type moves getting a buff that could possibly take you out in one hit. So I think that it's a really, really well crafted team. I would love to see it paced. But it's interesting. I'm loving to see that people are actually doing stuff in the in-between time between now and Arceus with this,
Yeah, dude, I cannot even start about how big of a smile I have with Thick Boy the Snorlax on there. Mm-hmm. We're talking about Beyblade the Hitmontop. Let's go. Those are two really solid Pokemon. I love those guys. I really, really should try and see if I can just rob this team a little bit,
Right. I wish that you had Reynolds in BDSP. I would love to try this team out and just go ham for a little while. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this sounds super fun to play.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that will wrap it up for our headlines, and that brings us to our modular segment. Speaking of the BDSP metagame, we are talking about our Silph's Declassified VGC Survival Guide, lessons on BDSP. Some of the strongest Pokemon at the moment in the BDSP meta are going to be Scizor, Raincores, Hitmontop, Azumarill, Cresselia, and Tyranitar. And so we're going to go through some of them in depth in this Silph's Declassified VGC Survival Guide. I'm up first with Scizor. So, Scizor has an incredible damage output in a format without Dynamax. And thanks to Sword Dance and Technician and Stab Bullet Punch, this Pokemon is actually most of the reason that Togekiss fell off of in this meta. It's tough and it's still used, but it hates taking Bullet Punch even if Scizor is at a -1. And it also threatens Tyranitar and Cresselia, who are listed amongst the strongest Pokemon in the meta at the moment. I ran Scizor in my Steel Team 6 run, and I mean, even without a perfectly EV'd Scizor, I was still wrecking some shit with Bullet Punch and knocking things left and right, and it really ended up being a huge help. This is a mon that has definitely not been viable. I've tried to figure out ways to make Scizor viable in Sword and Shield, and it just doesn't work. It's really cool to see it here, but what are some things that you well, let me ask you this, Upsmash. What counters Scizor?
All right, so we're talking about stuff that counters Scizor right now. All right, that's a bit of a tall order you got right there. I would wager probably something along the lines of a Rotom Heat or what is it called, an Entei? Probably an Entei. Yeah. Just because it can't be intimidated.
Fire type mons.
In fire type, mons, yeah. Really. It's a steel bug. The only thing it's weak to is fire. And you can't exactly defend yourself against fire type that much in this meta, except for Heatran, I would say. So pack a Hitmontop, pack your what is it called, Entei. This Scizor should probably melt. I mean, you're throwing around -1s left, right, and center. But I think that with those
Happy
two...
Wednesday.
Oop.
Lurk mode. Best vibes to all.
Thank you so much,
for
Quiver.
answer. Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, but I would say that what is it? Probably Hitmontop, probably Entei. Just checking out those Intimidates and threatening Sacred Fire's Flare Blitz. Those would probably fit the bill, right?
Honestly, any bulky fire type mon, especially one that can hit Scizor first, is going to be able to have the advantage. Outside of that, you're going to have to figure out ways to nerf it or get around it, as I think the best counter for Scizor.
You gotta defang this cat.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of ways that you can get around that if you're trying to use Scizor as well. So it's got a lot of ways to use it. It's a lot of flexibility, especially in this meta. So it's a good one to see. Definitely one to look out for in the BDSP VGC. What do we got next up, Smash?
All right, we're gonna be talking about my boy, Series 1 Titan, my ace in the hole right here, Tyranitar, which has a very similar niece to Scizor. It's because it counters Cresselia very well. One of those assurances is gonna make it Cresselia be sent packing, but it can also be really used to really be good to disrupt rain teams thanks to Sandstream, which also gives it a 50% special defense boost, by the way. So it deals with Cresselia extremely nicely. But I think it will fall off just a bit because a Hitmontop's absolute spike in usage. Because Rock Dark, Hitmontop being fighting, -1, ain't doing too well for T-Tar over here. But I'm still holding out for T-Tar. Yes, I'm showing my favoritism. It should be fun. But let's talk about over at the desk more.
Yeah. So T-Tar's mean, of course. It was mean in Series 1, and it's back again. It didn't get dexited or redexited by the BDSP for the Faithful remake niceness, so it's back in the meta. And every time you have a Tyranitar in the meta, I mean, Tyranitar has always been semi-relevant in the meta regardless. I think Tyranitar is still viable in the Swish meta now in certain ways, if you pair it right. But it's no surprise to see it here. What would you bring to counter a Tyranitar?
Tyranitar? Oh my god, clearly Hitmontop right now.
Yep,
that close combat
that's the one.
Is gonna just, melt him. He's probably gonna go right through him like melted butter. Even if like you don't even close combat it, you're gonna scare that Tyranitar stiff if you just bring in the
Hitmontop hits surprisingly hard, and that's one of the good things about him too. I mean, I remember I was taking out Incineroars. They'd have to be little like chip damaged at least a little bit, but it was shocking to a lot of people how much I would take out these Incineroars. Usually I would get the chip damage off with just a fake out, and then like fake out and then close combat the next turn, and they have shut down before they even get out. And so it hits a lot harder than I think people are expecting it to. I can't imagine it being a complete threat to Tyranitar, especially if you have a meta where you basically have Hitmontop in the place of where Incineroar is. I see actually Tyranitar being actually probably less viable in BDSP than it was maybe even in Series 1 Swish. What would you think?
Yeah, I would say so too. I think that a lot of people, there was Hitmontop that was in Series 1, but I think that was pretty sparsely seen from my experience. The best thing that I've seen of Series 1 Hitmontop was just Mach Punch for Max Lapras. That was about it.
I mean, speaking of Hitmontop, he's the next one right here on our list, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So why don't we just go roll right into it? Hitmontop, the incredibly versatile support Pokemon with access to moves like Fake Out, Feint, Helping Hand, Wide Guard, and a strong close combat to put a stop to the likes of Heatran and Tyranitar, as we said earlier. It has the tools to deal with just about anything in this meta, just short of Cresselia. I am super happy to see we've got Hitmontop in here. I mean, that's probably the thing that excites me most about BDSP meta is Scizor and then Hitmontop right after that, being the Incineroar of this meta. What do you think? Is that an accurate comparison in Hitmontop the Incineroar of this meta?
Yeah, I would say, what is it? My Beyblade right there. I'm very happy it's been pretty damn prevalent. And yeah, I would say that it's kind of like Incineroar in this meta. I mean, VGCers love Intimidate. They can't get enough of that sucker right there. And getting a Fake Out is extremely disruptive too. Also, don't forget, Feint just to break protects, and even Wide Guard just to crap on Tyranitar's grave just a little bit more. But oh my god, I am very happy that Hitmontop is in here. I would say that, yeah, it's basically, in all intents and purposes, Incineroar 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Incineroar here. What if you see Hitmontop on the other side, what do you bring to counter it? Is it only Cresselia right now?
Yeah, I would, yeah, I would say Cresselia right now. Mostly because it can sit on a Hitmontop. What's it gonna do? Close combat me? Okay, idiot, you just lowered your special defense. Okay, I'm just gonna,
and it can definitely take it.
Boop, there you go.
But I mean, it still is a good combatant against Scizor. I mean, Scizor might have something like Wing Attack or Aerial Ace, which does get a Technician boost. It's just barely on the edge of it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But it does not get Stab anymore. So I don't know how that goes against it. And you know, I don't know where the speed tiers are. I know that Scizor is surprisingly a lot slower than a lot of people think it is, and those moves of course obviously don't get priority. So I don't know if that would be the best coverage for it. And then there's a surprisingly lack of Fairy-Mons here, mostly because Fairy types hadn't been around to really kind of hold it accountable. I think those are really your best bets to counter Hitmontop.
Yeah, what is it? For Scizor, I was actually like seeing rumblings of Wing Attack Scizor and even Brick Break just for Heatran, just to see like what's going on, because that would be like a nice read if you just read Heatran and just go, see it, idiot, and then just like smack him good. And it's, okay, bye. Okay, I'm actually scared now. Bye. And it's like you know, you get a nice, good, clean hit on him. That's like a freaking at least a half health Heatran because of Technician boost, right? So yeah, it should work out. So
yeah.
But that'd be a really nice read right there. I would love to see that.
It'd be fun to see. It would certainly be fun to see.
We're all living in Scizor's world. Honestly,
we are. It's a Scizor's world out there.
Yeah, we're just living it. Scizor gets to call the shots.
We're just living in it. Speaking of just living in it, though, the rain is coming down pretty strong in the BDSP. Tell us a little bit about how rain's working in the meta.
Yeah, that's right. Rain is here. To no one's surprise, probably because it supports Scizor as well as it does, thanks to reducing fire-type damage and enabling fast water types to eliminate waters before they even got a chance to hit. But its real strength comes from the Pokemon that it enables. Just like Ludicolo is a Pokemon that is middling in a lot of ways, but give it a Life Orb and double its speed, it's incredibly threatening. Basically, boosted water moves, Grass Stab, and Ice coverage. Kingdra is good as well, but overall, Ludicolo takes the cake, most certainly. What do you think about that rain, dude?
I mean, Ludicolo in the rain, we talked about it earlier. We saw it on some of the more successful teams in the Xmas Tour. Rain is just dominant right now. It protects Scizor. It doesn't interfere with Hitmontop, unlike Incineroar before, where that does put Incineroar in not the most precarious position in comparison to most fire types, but still in not the best position, but it doesn't really affect Hitmontop. It can help other mons that are really popular, like Raikou, like we were talking about earlier, and of course Ludicolo. Ludicolo is absolutely a powerhouse in the rain, with or without Dynamax. I know that it was a tactic commonly used, especially in Series 1 and some of the early metas, is just using Ludicolo to get things rolling. But it still works just as well outside of Dynamax too. And yeah, I think that's been a pretty big threat. What do you use to counter the rain strategies out there?
Rain?
Sun?
Oh my god. I would... well, first of all, good luck trying to fight this sucker. It's gonna be a bit of a doozy.
You just max flare, right?
Yeah. Max flare and BDSP. Don't worry, I believe in you. Do it. But I would say that we would go back to Tyranitar. Just if you see rumblings of a rain getting set up, maybe we're swapping the T-Tar. Don't. What are they gonna do? They have their Pelipper out now, and now the Sand's up. Worst thing, you have to deal with that Scizor that's also in the rain. But it's at least a good start to get at. So set up the Sand, blitz the Scizor with your Entei, cook it with your Rotom. I don't know, do something with that Scizor.
And if you do have a Scizor on your side to counter the rain as well, I mean, one, the rain will help that Scizor too, so that can help on your side. But also, like, X Scizor for Ludicolo is really, really nice. And Pelipper is not that tough, you know, like just
Yeah.
try. You could take it out with almost any mon that's next to it.
Yeah, there's a reason why
so-
people run Focus Sash on that boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Toilet isn't really built that well.
Right. Any other good rain counters?
I'm not sure. I have to actually, look into it further for my sake and everyone else's sake. I gotta keep you posted on that one.
Yeah, well, we will. We definitely will. The last one we have on our list, though, in our Silph's Declassified VGC Survival Guide, is going to be Azumarill. Azumarill gets it gets access to huge power as well as belly drum, making its attack absolutely skyrocket. As if that wasn't enough, it gets access to Aqua Jet, so it can attack you before you even try to deal with it. As also a water fairy is an absolutely amazing defensive typing. And yeah, I mean, Azumarill is also something that we saw that was used commonly, not only in the early metas, but I even saw it in like the Isle of Armor metas, still being used, especially with that huge power bonus. I was seeing a lot of people using Passimian with Receiver to actually receive that huge power bonus and then go in and max the Passimian and start using max attack and just kind of snowball from there. But Azumarill can do just fine on its own, and being able to attack first is really mean. I know that this is something that's taken out a lot of Garchomps. This is a lot of people's Cynthia defense that I've seen in a lot of different BDSP runs. What do you think about Azumarill in the BDSP meta, and how do you counter Azumarill? Smash?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to say that I was among one of the first people in series in Gen 6 to try and get my mitts onto a Belly Jet Azumarill. That stuff is so fun. Oh my god. I thought I came up with like the most dastardly thing ever. But right now, Azu right now, I would assume that Belly Jet is going to be a very tough nut to crack. I would think that Azu is like a base 30 speed, something very, very low. I think that Bullet Punch could actually do pretty well here.
Right.
Because
Bullet Punch is still weak to the fairy.
Yeah, bop. There's half your health. Bop. There's the other. I think that's good. Right now,
always strong grass types are good counters for it as well.
Yeah. You can't even forget Ludicolo, because
and Ludicolo.
Yeah, because freaking Azu relies strictly off of its Aqua Jet in order to get the ball rolling. And if Ludicolo is sitting there, it's like, hey, what's up? I resist you ×4. Yeah, what's up, man? Azu, okay, I have to play rough this. Ludicolo gets like, Ludicolo has to go in hard with its Giga Drains to just smack the Azu. I mean, it's at 3/4 of its health. The Giga Drain should do a very nice clean chunk. Right back.
Absolutely. And Roserade, another very prominent mon in this meta, is probably a good, almost a perfect counter for this. I mean, they can hit it with both Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain. A super quick one right off the bat, I think, is a fair, a nice way to get rid of Azumarill, especially with its prevalency out there. That might be one to look into for sure.
Oh yeah, Roserade. I didn't even think about Roserade. Oh my god, yeah. Versus both of it. What's it gonna do? I don't know. It only has probably belly drum, jet, play rough, and maybe protect. That's what I'm sniffing at. I don't think it's gonna be like a coverage move. It's probably probably as soon as it gets belly drum, the opponent's gonna try and hunt that Azu down before that even happens. And then as soon as he gets it off, it's probably gonna want to protect just to get waste some turns. They probably gotta double into that sucker, right? Oh my god, yeah. I don't even know how I could not think of Roserade. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
I am an idiot, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god,
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah. Roserade. Roserade could do a bucket load of damage.
I will kind of end with this. Like when building a team for this meta, be sure to consider what answers your team has for the most of these Pokemon. Intimidate is important as this meta as ever, with a number of strong options to take advantage of. Gyarados is a great offensive option. Arcanine does Arcanine things, and Hitmontop is a really good disruptive partner and can really help control the pace of the battle. Wide Guard is also very important in this meta, though not overwhelmingly so. As long as you have options to break up Pokemon like Cresselia and offensive threats of your own and a bit of support, you should be just fine. Always remember to have a plan in place for weather teams, though. Those can definitely swing the tide of a battle one way or the other incredibly quickly. You have any more thoughts on the VGC BDSP meta?
No, I am very well. I'm very well excited about this meta game.
Yeah.
Very excited for this indeed. Just because, partly because the Beyblade is here, boys.
Yeah.
Mostly that, actually.
Right. There's some fun mons to use, and I think that's definitely enticing. I don't know if it's going to bring me into it, especially with all the quality of life things that they've dropped along the way. But hey, we shall see. But that will wrap it up for the first half of the show. We're going to take a short break, but before we do, shout out to Quiver, Pickley, Savage Patch Kid, some of our new followers. What was let me pull up my manager so I can be able to see. It was Dunkokana. Thank you so much, Dunkokana, for the follow. We appreciate y'all. Remember that this stream is sponsored by Swift Lifestyles. You can use code GETGEEKED for 15% off your purchase of energy drinks, hydration powders, swag shakers, and so much more. It's a great way to support the show and also get a tasty drink too. So definitely go check that out. Again, that code is GETGEEKED. I'll type that up in the chat for you guys. Anyways, anything else you got before we go up, Smash?
Nope, I think that I am very well good. So take a break real quick. All right.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you guys.
And welcome back, trainers, to Silph Co Sports. It's time for our match of the week, and today we have a special one submitted by WDmichel from Nino Poke Bros' most recent tour. One of his matches that he had there. Definitely exciting to see this one, and definitely exciting to see anything having to do with the Nino Poke Bros. We're big fans of the Poke Bros over here. Right up, Smash?
Oh, most certainly. Those guys are real nice to me whenever I go into chat. Real nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Remember, if you want to be featured here on this show, please reach out to me, Up Smash, or Echo Rose, and we would be glad to facilitate that. But without further ado, let's go check out what we got.
All right, let's get it. All right, here we are. Let's see what we got here. We got Callie, Clefairy, Mimikyu, Torkoal, Charizard, and Venu. A very good team.
Yeah, a very, very good team here. And then I guess WDmichel's opponent here is going to be bringing Weezing, Rillaboom, Tornadus, Urshifu, Calyrex Shadow Rider, and Regigigas. So interesting to see here. I guess, is Regigigas not count as a restricted legendary? I guess it counts as a pseudo legend.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice's team reminds me very similarly of what I did in series 9, I want to say. Everyone can attest that I am your average Regigigas enjoyer. I love Regigigas.
You love your normal types.
I love myself some normal types. I love myself some Weezing Regigigas, especially because of Weezing's ability not turning off Calyrex's abilities whenever they're doubled up. It just doesn't work there.
It doesn't work there? What do you mean?
Yeah, it just doesn't turn off Calyrex's abilities. Like, so as one doesn't matter. It just gets Unnerve and Grimnay or Chilling Nay, just for free, even through Weezing stuff. It's great.
That's very interesting. Well, we see that Regigigas and Weezing lead right over here, and it looks like we're going for a Trick Room lead over here with the Clefairy, I'm guessing, with the Follow Me ability here. Friend Guard, Eviolite, you know it's going to be a thick one to get through. Who do you think's coming? Who do you think wins turn 0 here? Who do you think brought the better lead?
Turn 0?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to worry. Regigigas Weezing has to worry about Clefairy Follow Meing, because Weezing can just straight up burn the Cali and then put him on such a back foot right now.
Right.
Oop, there we go. Okay, as they're gonna Dynamax, do I smell a Regigigas? If we see a Weezing, I'm gonna be very surprised, quite surprised indeed.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be Regigigas going for the Dynamax here. Of course. Typically with this combo, you see with the neutralizing gas, that slow start eliminated, you're able to just really get Regigigas up and going. But we see the Follow Me coming off of Clefairy, so very possible we could see a Trick Room setup here from the Calyrex. Max Strike coming out of the Regigigas into Clefairy, and it looks like it's right behind the Ditto, so I can't tell. I think that takes it out.
Oh, that was a crit. It's nasty.
A crit? Yeah, and that's
going
to take out Clefairy. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. Just the Regigigas is pretty powerful on its own. But Weezing hitting with the taunt, so the Trick Room does not get off. That's definitely not what you want to see, and can't use Trick Room after the taunt. So definitely not a good turn here for WDmichel coming in. You've got Torkoal and Venusaur in the back here. You've really got to start switching something out. But of course, if you switch in that Calyrex now, I guess it's in a position to switch in that Torkoal and start getting Venusaur things going, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Give me a second. I got to scooch. There we go. Okay, we're good. So we got Venu Calyrex with the taunted Calyrex. That's a very interesting place. But right now, Regigigas is bottom texting everywhere in the field. Like I said, Calyrex could swap into Torkoal, which could.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. I think that's what we see WDmichel going for with the maxing the Venusaur. I mean, now's the time to do it, right? You're down a Mon. Right, it's probably the best time to switch, but we didn't see the Torkoal switch in here.
I don't think that there's... Wait, Big Cali. No fear.
Oh, Big Cali.
Dude, no fear.
No fear. Okay, we're going for a Gigantamax Calyrex on WDmichel's side. Stayed in strong with that 414 HP. We see the Max Hailstorm coming in to the Venusaur slot, which will take
That's going to melt it. Easy.
That's all the way down. No more Venusaur.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
we got a sash,
Venusaur.
boys.
We got a sash. So that Venusaur lives. It's not going to live after this hail, though. We'll see what it's got. Hopefully, it's got a Sleep Powder to take out. Oh, and the Sleep Powder lands on Regigigas. And this is a Sleep Powder without a wide lens either. Will-O-Wisp coming on to the Calyrex. So, very interesting turn. 2 status effects on each side. Calyrex coming in with the Max Quake into the Weezing slot, and that will not KO the Weezing.
Oh my god.
Very interesting turn here. Yeah, what do you think? Who wins the best of that turn? You got the Regigigas asleep now, and it looks like Venusaur is going to go down to the hail. Weezing still very much alive, and a burned Calyrex.
In my opinion, I think that Regigigas' job is done here. It just melted 2 Pokemon right there. Don't know if the crit mattered.
Right.
Don't care. Regigigas was going insane. But that burned Calyrex is going to be such a big handicap for Wide right now.
Why didn't the Torkoal reset the weather?
Weezing, don't forget.
Oh no, that's right. Oh, Weezing's not allowing. Oh, that's right. So we get the Torkoal switch, and Weezing goes for Protect. So you're still not going to get the sun back up. Regigigas, of course, fast asleep. Max Knuckle coming from the Calyrex into the Gigas, not doing much damage, but still trying to neutralize out that Will-O-Wisp burn damage. So another steady turn. Torkoal hitting with an Eruption. Forgot about that one. Weezing, of course, protects itself, and still doing just chisels on that Regigigas.
That lack of sun is really doing a number on that Torkoal's damage. Like, geez.
Yeah, and each turn of hail, it gets just a little bit weaker, certainly not at the spot where, it's really going to slow it down any. But honestly, I think that at this point, if you want to take out the Weezing, then you don't want the Trick Room to activate, because then with the slow start, you actually might make the Regigigas the fastest one on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would certainly be that's a very good strategy. Right now, I think that since his Regigigas is done with his max, I think that it's probably Cali in the back, right? Oh, high horsepower.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then you got a high horsepower coming. Oh,
that's gonna take.
That still does a hell of a whole lot of damage. It's gonna be hard for WDmichel to come back from it at this point. Weezing hitting him for the taunt yet again. Calyrex is going for the taunt, but that doesn't matter because a Max Quake coming into that Weezing should finish it off at this point.
There we go.
And there we go. That does take it all the way back down. And you get that special defense going up on both sides there.
This is going to be a nasty one.
I think Torkoal is still the last one. Neutralizing gas goes off. Slow start gets going. Drought is activated, so no more hail.
Yep, and don't forget, Chilling May.
And Chilling Nay.
I think that right now Calyrex is back up at normal because it's at +2 and it's also burned, so it should be fine.
And then the Heat Wave in the sun is enough to chisel in Regigigas.
That was a nice move right there. All right.
That will even up the score. Now, of course, you've got WDmichel's opponent here coming in with 2 fresh Mons. So this is definitely quite the hole that they're in. You got Urshifu coming out.
And
it looks like
and Cali Shadow.
And Cali Shadow, yeah. So the Cali is yeah. I don't see how you can get past this at this point, especially.
Oh yeah, especially when
condition.
Dynamax is gone. Oh
yeah, with Dynamax gone. So I would imagine that this is just a kind of a putt. Yeah, they're just gonna forfeit here.
All right.
So it looks like the first match goes to WDmichel's opponent here. But what do you think is the big change that needs to happen for the Wizard to win this one?
I think that his biggest blunder of that game was the just maxing Cali, no fear. Because it painted him into a corner real quick. He got the Cali got burned, and now you already have your big horse up. You're like, jeez, I gotta, jeez. I think that if he swapped it over to Torkoal, it might have done something, maybe. Yeah,
I think that would have been interesting. But of course, the neutralizing gas being there was the big hinder. There's got to be an answer to Weezing right off the bat.
Oh yeah,
that's what's got to happen.
Yeah, Regigigas Weezing's whole thing, his whole strategy is that Regigigas' health bar is actually Weezing's health bar. Don't even. A lot of people say just pile all the damage into Weezing, but that also leads him into like doubling into a protect, which is also a nasty strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's very solid, and that's why I feel like Weezing's only viability is next to Regigigas, but does it have one? It really stops the other side from. One of the biggest strategies out there, Vehicle. I mean, it kind of stops Vehicle dead in its tracks. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know if we got Mimikyu coming in for the start here, Torkoal and Calyrex. I don't know necessarily the best way they run that combination, but I guess well, we'll see how this works out for WDmichel here. I guess this is the kind of no, I'm definitely gonna get Trick Room up for sure this time strategy, right?
I was gonna say, I double dog dare you to crit me again. I dare you.
Right.
I dare you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that also that first turn crit might have done a giant number on him. Ooh, we see Rillaboom Thundurus this time. Very interesting.
Complete switch on the other side there. Thundurus and Rillaboom coming in for the opponent, and of course Mimikyu, Clefairy on the Wizard side here. How do you think this changes things, Upsmash?
Well, I think that that his opponent decided to say, you know what, they're not gonna bring in the same 2 Mons this time. I'm gonna bring in my 2 Ice Weak Mons right then and there. What are they gonna do about it? Nothing.
Yeah. I dare you to bring Calyrex. They're not gonna bring Calyrex.
This is a lot of double dog daring battles right here.
It really is. It's a lot of calling on other people, but we'll see how it works out. I mean, it's an interesting play. I don't know what you really do with Thundurus and Rillaboom here, but I guess you can start to fake out the Clefairy, that's for sure. And
nice
foul play into the Mimikyu to break off that disguise. And then of course now you've got a free Grassy Glide in there that you can hit, and
there's that big Trick Room.
But there's the Trick Room. There's the Trick Room.
All right, yeah. Well, Wide's got his Trick Room set. Let's see if he can use it to the best of its ability. Clefairy took that fake out. Just a product of war. Nothing too crazy.
Right. Ooh. Right, and there's no real way he could have stopped, unless the Mimikyu's running Protect. I don't think there was any way to really stop that play from happening.
It had to be done. I mean, Fake Out doesn't really work on Mimikyu, but it should be fine. Yeah, but Clefairy, I think, done this job here. Very good job at redirecting any hit, potentially, at least one, for Mimikyu to get a Trick Room off, because you hate to see it. You hate to see freaking Mimikyu get doubled up and then melted just because, you're like, no, that's my whole thing. Please.
I mean, that's kind of like, That's Mimikyu's double-edged sword. Like, if you figure it out, I mean, that's any mon double-edged sword, though, right? It's that it's frail enough that you can knock it out in one turn if you double into it. And it's slow enough to get hit twice before actually moving, especially if you're doing something like Trick Room, which already has negative priority. But we're going to see Rillaboom coming with a U-turn, going right back to Wizard's opponent here. And it looks like we're going to see Urshifu coming in on the other side. And a Will-O-Wisp going straight into that Urshifu right off the bat. So not a great start for that Urshifu coming in already with a halved attack. And Thunderous hitting with a foul play into Mimikyu, which does not do nearly as much damage as you think it would. Mimikyu getting a little bit of HP back from the grassy terrain there. And we're looking. There's no way. I mean, unless you have Gigas and no Wheezing.
Wait.
You know.
What's this? Oh, we're gonna see a nasty play by Y. That's a good one. I was gonna say, oh no, maybe Cally's gotta be worried about the foul play. But if he's gonna play it like that, that changes the whole game.
Let's see how this turns out. Of course, we're still got a couple more turns of Trick Room. We're at Shadow Sneak coming off into Calyrex, and that will activate a weakness policy on the Calyrex, sharply raising Calyrex's attack, and we're going to go into a Glacial Lance right on both sides of the field. This one's gonna hurt. Weakness policy, Glacial Lance, and double KO.
Jeez, that was a good one.
The Wizard WDmichel. What a play there, completely shutting down the other side. What do you think about that, Up Smash?
That was an impeccable play. I don't even think that they even had a chance to even make a move at that point.
No, there's nothing you could do about that.
Worst case scenario, the Urshifu Dark just sucker punches your Cali. I don't even think that kills.
I played a little bit with a team this weekend, on Tuesday with Mimikyu Calyrex, and I really think that Mimikyu Calyrex is a really, really good combo that people are pretty surprised about. Of course, that Shadow Rider Calyrex, not as useful right now in this Trick Room, especially with this ×2 Calyrex. I don't know if there's anything that they can do to stop just another Glacial Lance coming.
The clock
is
ticking.
Other than Fake Out. Fake Out is what they could do.
Yeah, the clock is ticking.
See how many more.
What is it called? For Trick Room, though, we could see something like that. But also, Shadow Sneak could be nasty towards it, or burn towards Rillaboom. Mimikyu is firmly in the front seat.
But you could max. You could just max.
No, yeah. You could definitely just max too. Right now, his opponent is super in the back seat right now. Wide's calling all the shots in this one. He got the Trick Room off. He's making full use of it. It's amazing right now. That double Calyrex still. I think what is it? That Cali is at like +4 right now.
Right. No, it's doing great with the 2 Chilling Nay boost and the weakness policy boost. I mean, that hands down is the one to max and just steamroll the rest of this team. I mean, why not? You already got 2 KOs. Why not go for gold? And that's exactly what we see here. Max Calyrex coming for WDmichel. Big boy +4 attack. Coming at it on that grassy terrain.
Yeah, this one is very wide-sided right now.
Oh yeah, we get the fake out from Rillaboom coming into Calyrex, which is
you fool.
Not what you want to see. Shadow Sneak coming into the Calyrex on that side, which does a lot of damage, and Max Hailstorm, which I believe is going to finish the job on Calyrex as well, and it does. So only a lowly Rillaboom left with a mean Calyrex on the other side. I think that we can count game 2 in here for the Wizard.
Yeah, unless if Rillaboom pulls up the secret ultra crit that also double hits and also kills off all Pokemon at once. I think that this one's a game, set, and match for this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that they can really do to come back from this. I don't remember them using their Dynamax, and they might be able to still use that with Rillaboom, and unless they have something that's going to take out both of these Mons and get through that Max Hailstorm, I think that we would probably just see a forfit here.
Yeah, I'm
most likely.
Because even if Rillaboom kills the Calyrex, it still has a burn Mimikyu on right next to it. That's gonna ruin its day.
Right, and
yeah, there we go.
There we go. Yeah. Forfeit. So game 2 goes to WDmichel. So we get a game 3 going on, guys. If you're excited about that, let us know in chat. Get some hype going.
excellent
for a
plays.
game 3.
Excellent plays by the Trick Room team. Excellent plays by the Reggie Gigas Wheezing team last game.
Oh, yeah.
Very good plays all around. I'm very excited to see what happens in the last.
I mean,
one.
I guess the biggest strategy is on Michael's opponent's side. You got to bring the Gigas. You got to bring get the Wheezing and Gigas combo back in.
Yeah, it smells like
and Wizard should definitely expect that at this point.
Yes, Wheezing Gigas is what worked. I don't know. He could probably see what changes it. I think that if Wheezing Gigas did get a lucky crit and then it didn't matter back then I could see something different. But right now, I think that Mimikyu just going in hard, because Mimikyu supported the heck out of Calyrex back there, giving his weakness policy boost, throwing burns left around. That was very good by Mimikyu right there.
Mimikyu Calyrex is a mean combo.
Oh, it's nasty. I am very well aware of that now. Jeez, look at that. Yeah.
I guess the weird thing that's happening with this combo here is that he's got Torkoal in the back behind Mimikyu, Clefairy, and Calyrex, and it just seems like a lot of support. I mean, he's really having to rely on Torkoal to be an attack mon at that point. And especially if it's one that's not that's buffing those fire type moves that are really bad against your kind of ice type sweeper. That makes me a little bit nervous if there turns out to be any 2 KO situations.
There. Okay, so we see the lead off of Wheezing Regigigas. He's the opponent saying,
but so disguise doesn't work now.
I don't know. I actually think that disguise also goes through it. I'm not sure. I'm not well versed in Wheezing lore, but I think that since that disguise is a very special ability, I'm not sure if it does.
But there's no way they could stop the follow me.
Yeah. But then again, they can't really stop it because Clefairy is going to eat up a hit at the very least. With follow me.
So we see this Gigantamax Regigigas on Michael's opponent's side. Of course, it's kind of standard when you see the Gigas Wheezing combo here. And we see the Follow Me, of course, coming off of Clefairy here. And that's going to make sure that it is the center of attention and not that Mimikyu trying to use Trick Room. The Max Strike coming off from Gigas over here is going to take Clefairy all the way out. And we see Wheezing over here.
Are we gonna see the same consequences in the first game?
There's got to be a taunt coming off, right?
Yeah, there's a taunt.
Wheezing used taunt. There we see it again. Is he gonna Trick Room again?
All right. Oh wait.
Mimikyu fell for the taunt.
Mental Herb.
Oh, Mental Herb.
Oh,
there we go.
Amazing play. Amazing.
Good job. There you go. So the Trick Room happens. Now here's the problem with this. Now, you can withdraw Wheezing and control the speed again.
Could you? Because that means that you're already essentially burning your Regigigas. I think that the Regigigas is in here for the long haul. It goes in. Yeah. You have to have 3 turns of it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then you're just out of here. Oh, and
it's the best you got.
Are we gonna see another?
I think we're seeing it happen.
Are we gonna see another nasty with the Mimikyu Cali play? It could happen. It could happen.
Well, let's see. We're seeing definitely a weakness policy proc here for sure, and it's dependent upon whether or not we're gonna go into Gigas or Wheezing.
I would probably go into Wheezing. Wheezing's probably most certainly going to protect here, but Regigigas' health bar is actually Wheezing's health bar right here.
Right, and I think that this is a situation where, especially if you're proccing that policy, that you might be able to just get through it all the way through the protect. It's a tall order, but we'll see how it goes. Of course, now we see the Gigantamax coming out for Calyrex, looking big and strong. Ice Rider, definitely the one of the more commonly Dynamaxed mons in this meta for sure. Shadow Sneak coming off of Mimikyu is going to proc the weakness policy on Calyrex, just like we saw last time. But last time we were going for double KOs and not just knocking out one big Regigigas. Weakness policy is procced. A Max Quake coming off of Calyrex into the Wheezing, which did not protect and will take it all the way out, leaving this Gigas super duper slow and super duper nerfed.
Yeah, that is gone, dude. And now Calyrex is all powered up. It's got like +3 now. Regigigas
+3 Calyrex. The snowball is happening. Max Strike coming off of Regigigas into the Calyrex, only going to slow it down more, which may end up helping it in the trick room. So,
dude, Callie is going nutty in here.
That is crazy. Yeah, this is a bad position for Michael's opponent, and a great position for the wizard.
Yeah, this is most certainly, I would say, in Wide's, this is most certainly Wide's game. You can't really do much right now, because Regigigas is essentially a sitting duck. It's firing off tickles essentially on people. I think that it's Wide's best interest to just go up to just knock out his partner every single time. Try and lock up.
Especially because your Calyrex is going to the Dynamax turn that Calyrex has is going to outlast Gigas, because Gigas maxed from the beginning, and I think this is probably its last turn of Dynamax.
I think it's its last turn. Very quick game.
So you get a good burn off on Urshifu and take it out of the match, and then you've got nothing else from there. Max Guard we're going to see coming off of Gigas. Little does it know that it's not the intended target. Shadow Sneak
I think
will come off into Urshifu, break any potential sashes that could be there. Sucker Punch coming off of Urshifu into Calyrex is a good chunk of damage, but not as much as you'd like. Max Knuckle going right into Urshifu, which will take him all the way out, or is that just a sliver of health left there?
I think it's got to be all the way out. This is Snowball City.
It looks like it's got to be. Yeah, he's maxed all the way out. There's no way it lives that.
Yeah, that's pretty much a game right there. Because Callie has one more.
Another Chilling Neigh boost, and then you still have another turn of Dynamax, and I think Gigas comes down now.
Yeah, because what is it? Gigas is scared for his life now. The horse is going insane. Here's the other horse, though. We're coming in with double horse action right now.
So we see the Shadow Rider, but Shadow Rider's not going to do very well in a trick room here, right? And Gigas coming down, definitely. I mean, this is definitely not the position or definitely a position that you want to be in if you're Wide.
Oh, most certainly. Callie is not liking this trick room in the slightest bit.
You can get that Shadow Sneak right off the bat.
Yep, just trying to see if, I don't know, maybe it has Sash, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. At this point, just leave Regigigas out in the cold, essentially, because what is he going to do? Like, Darkest Lariat your Mimikyu? Okay, bud.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you got. Protect coming off of the Shadow Rider there. Callie is going to protect itself. Shadow Sneak's going to go into the Callie Rider, not going to do too much. Hailstorm coming off of the Ice Rider here into that Calyrex slot, still doing a lot of damage even through the protect.
I don't think that the Calyrex knew that the horse do indeed go burr.
No,
it goes burr pretty hard.
It did not know. Indeed, did not know that it went burr, and it went burr.
It went absolutely insane right there, and now
the skies finally busted on Mimikyu there,
and not one hit on that Mimikyu until now.
Not one.
But
one.
Yeah, right now Callie is still afraid because it has Shadow Sneak to deal with now.
Yeah, it's got Shadow Sneak. It's got that hail to deal with. I mean, everything. I mean, honestly, at one Glacial Lance is going to finish this whole thing up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see even a forfeit here at this point. But maybe, if it's at match 3, you try to play out every single last turn. That's what I would do if I was in that position. But easily, I think you have a Glacial Lance here that you can still survive. And I think that there's still 2 more Pokemon in the back for. Well, no, you have Clefairy out. You still have Torkoal in the back for Wide. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Calyrex uses Protects, but of course that fails. Shadow Sneak, not a double. And Calyrex is out of there.
And then I think that right now Gigas is now just only stalling the inevitable.
Yeah, it really stalling the inevitable. Of course, using that Protect there, seeing if more turns could pass before that slow start gets out of the way. And then there goes the Trick Room. So I don't know how that puts the speed tier back.
We have the man himself in chat. What's going good, Wide? We're seeing this.
What's up, Wide?
We're seeing this slaughter going on right now.
It's going good, man. Great match. This is a fantastic match.
This is amazing. Both people played extremely well here.
Looks like Wide is just going to put it in here against Gigas. I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a forfeit right here. Nope. Giga Impact going to go all the way. And that will not take out Calyrex.
Oh my God.
Will-O-Wisp going from the Mimikyu onto Gigas. And imagine Ice Rider is just
Yeah,
we got a Trick Room.
He's like,
Trick Room.
Yeah.
Nah, not
you
today.
know how Trick Room
Well, just
happened?
in case
What
you
if it happened
need
again?
Torkoal. But here's the thing, just in case you need Torkoal, that is a good play to do. Just to seal it in. If you're on game 3, you might as well.
Right now, Reggie has finally got his act together. Not in the best time, though, because, Trick Room just got set up again. It's staring down 2
And I guess you get the taunt so that it can't protect again, but their close combat should finish this all off.
That should do it. A very good game.
Yeah, amazing match, especially, with that first one kind of, throwing us all off there. I mean, that was, and coming into that game 2 for Wide's opponent with a completely different lead. Very interesting, but did not work out for them at all. Especially once the Mimikyu combo was going to get to go. I mean, like, Mimikyu and Calyrex, if you got a team with them together, they need to be together. They're a great combo. They go together like Torkoal and Venusaur. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. Mimikyu, Calyrex, Ice Rider. I'm telling you, with Trick Room.
Oh yeah, that was a very good match. I think that the other team just didn't have an answer for Mimikyu. Mimikyu, I think, in my opinion, was the MVP of the game. I mean,
support wise, for sure.
Oh yeah, because Calyrex was doing all the KOs and everything, but Mimikyu was doing the nasty. It was burning everything it needed to. It was shadow sneaking everything that needed to go down. It was a great Pokemon.
Yeah, it did some serious damage on Shadow Rider Calyrex, so that was nice. I do think that it was the Ice Rider that put in a majority of the work. And, Wide really put Ice Rider in the best position to do that. I think that that game was won by getting Ice Rider in the right position, and Wide nailed that every single time. So hats off to Wide. Great match. And again, if you guys are ever interested in playing a best of 3 for us, we would love to commentate. We would love to check it out. Let us know. You can send it to me on Twitter. You can send it to me. Thank you so much, Wide, for the sub. We appreciate that. Welcome to the Nerd Herd.
What's up?
But yeah, if you guys are ever interested in hosting a best of 3 or having a best of 3 that we could commentate for you, we would love to have it happen. Please just hit us up on Twitter. You can hit us up on our Discord. There's all different kinds of places you can reach out. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Upsmash. You can reach out to Echo Rose. We would love to see it happen. So let's make it happen. Grand Titiana, welcome back. Thank you so much for the sub as well. That was Savage giving a sub to Grand Titiana. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Now we are at the final segment of the week, my favorite segment of the week, where we talk about our top 5 picks of the week. Of course, now we got Upsmash. Congrats, you guys got a sub. Thanks for supporting us, Upsmash.
Nice one.
Quiver, thank you so much for the gifted sub. We appreciate that.
Oh my god. Yo, Hype Train, let's go.
Hype Train, look at that. Level 1. We appreciate that. Hype Train for the top 5 plays of the week. This is the best time to do it. 100 biddies. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. All right. Hype Train level 2.
Whoa.
Nice.
Well, that was passed super quick.
That's what we want to see. Well, with that said, without further ado, let's talk about the top 5 plays of the week. The first one I've got coming from the 8-Bit King himself. 8-Bit King, which is one mean foul play we got coming here. We got a Thunderous coming in here with a superpower. Normally would be a nightmare for a dark type like Umbreon, but just returns it back for a foul play. And this was critical for the positioning because the Trick Room goes up, and of course you got Blastoise on the other side. That Blastoise is already shell smashed. This was just a really pivotal play at a really great time. And so hats off to 8-Bit King for just absolutely nailing this play. Upsmash, what do you think about this foul play by 8-Bit King?
Yeah, that foul play opened up the floodgates for a one nasty play right there. You were almost certain that your Porygon 2 was going to get superpowered or something like that there. But Porygon 2 just gets to live it off just because of Umbreon's generosity. Look at that. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the rest of this match is a really great match. I think this is probably one of my favorite plays of this match. Definitely go check out 8-Bit King and check out this match for sure. But yeah, this is a really one amazing foul play, pivotal play, great spot to do it. So
it does say foul play, but that was one great play.
Yeah, it was one mean foul play for sure.
Oh yeah, that was
for
good. All right.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think I got the next
well,
one.
you got the next mean play on the list. What do we got
All
coming
right,
up
let's see
for
what
us
we got
next,
here.
Up Smash?
We got ourselves one super hot Zard clip. Look at that. He's already going for the freaking Willy. He already took out the Decidueye before I even can finish myself. But right now, Pyrostorm is looking to get out of there. He's running away from that nasty Blastoise. Looks like one of his boys got him, too. Oh, okay, and I think he got away safely, too. Let's see if he goes back in. He's healing up using the berries. Jeez, that was a very nice one. And Zapdos goes on just because of the Zard taking out 2 boys right before it went down. Very, very integral right there. Everyone knows that what is it called? That the Decidueye can ult it away and get out of just get rid of Zapdos. You can just go boom, 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 boom. Okay, Zapdos is dead. Thanks for the free Zapdos, dude. Very good play by just Charizard just going in there, smacking him around. It was a very good idea.
Yeah, this is by Joy-Cons for Life, Dragonair Jordan, I believe. Absolutely amazing player and constantly sharing some really good clips. Follow him on follow Dragonstorm 1993. I believe they're hanging out with us here in chat. Or Joy-Con Boys for Life if you want some really mean Zard clips. I mean, just living on that little sliver of health there. Very, very clutch. Very, very clutch. And there he is, Dragonstorm 1993. Boom.
All right. Looks like you have the next one. What do we got over here?
I do have the next one. This is a very interesting one from the 4th Gen Gamer. 4th Gen Gamer coming in here with now this isn't too impressive. Of course, you're using a legendary mon here, but this is a run where beating Cynthia with just 2 Pokemon, as you can see here from the beginning of that. Dragon Pulse to knock out this Garchomp at the very, very end. But the very interesting part about this is the speed run itself. The time being, I think, what was 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 7 seconds. That's pretty. That was a new personal best and an incredible time. And just be able to beat Cynthia with just 2 mons in general, which are under leveled by what 10 levels?
10
I think.
levels,
What is it? 50, no, sorry, about 7 levels.
7? Yeah, it's still good though. I mean, that Garchomp
still...
and the Shake it's really good.
Right, especially a mon like Dialga that's weak to it already, right?
Oh yeah, big old earthquake will send that boy packing.
So very interesting. What do you think about speedrunners and some of these BDSP runs? Do you think you can beat BDSP in under 4 hours?
Oh no! I had to get I took at least 8, and I was trying to go ham on that one.
Yeah.
But I love the glitch speed runs and the evolution of them. It's super fun to watch as this game gets torn in half. It's super fun.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But number 2 in our countdown is even more fun than that. What we got for number 2, Up Smash?
All right, looks like we got a Lucario Sportaholic right here going in. He's going into the Zapdos fight. Oh, it looks like a nasty fight for them. Oh, is he gonna take it? He's gonna take it. He takes it with a good extreme speed and finishing him off too. He's gonna take all the souvenirs as he's going over to score some goals. Why not? They're just lying there. Zapdos decided to just give him a giant boost in damage.
And the team surrenders halfway through. The team gave up after that. They threw in the towel after that right there.
Yeah, they were
this was an absolute Zapdos steal in the highest. This is highway robbery of Zapdos right here in a flash. I mean, just. Oh man, that Blastoise being the last little needle in the haystack there. Yeah, that's I'd probably forfeit too. I think the opponent surrendering there at the end makes this clip just great.
They did that in record time actually, quite fast. I think that you have to watch out for Lucarios whenever you're clumped up because extreme speed can murder an entire team. It's super good.
Oh yeah, it's real good. All right, so our number 1 clip of the week is up next, and it's quite a long one. This was just a match of absolute Gengar supremacy here by Gabriel Antonio or Gabu. Just absolute domination. Of course, we see a little bit of hiding out. Gengar is being super duper sneaky here. Articuno just got up. And you're in a position where you got 41 points. Do I score? Don't I score? Going there for a sneak score. Going for it. It's working out. Boom. 41 points scored. All right, let's see what's going on with Articuno over here. We're going to work our way. And then, boom, jumping into the area. Does a really good job of, kind of keeping an eye on Articuno and still being able to keep the character moving in the right direction. But Sure enough, just waits for them. There's too many people around it, so he's just checking out to see what's going on with Articuno. Of course, you don't want to be in the middle of that mess and start something, so just hop on in there when it's almost finished and see if you can steal it.
That was a really good.
Yes, you do.
That was a very good snipe right there.
Clean steal, 30 points on you, and you just swim right on through it, and then
he's in the front stroke all the way there.
Just front stroke the entire way going through, and then of course
we're not even done.
Not even done yet.
He's going in again.
Going in again. Another Articuno steal here.
This guy knows his sludge bomb numbers.
Yeah, definitely. Knows the numbers for sure.
That is nutty.
Yeah, Gabriel Antonio at Gabu on Twitter. Another just the king of Articuno steals here, I believe. You're just absolutely killing it here. There's a number of clips. I didn't realize there's a compilation of clips here, but
this is a movie on how to murder your
Gengar supremacy here. Absolute Gengar supremacy. Just taking out that Articuno. Of course,
they're going in again.
A situation where everyone is on it, and of course, just a sliver of health left, and they still got Articuno.
4 kill streak though. They can't do anything with that Articuno.
They can't do anything with it. So might as well.
That's the second best thing that you can do if you lose the Articuno fight. Just murder everyone there. No mercy. That was a very good play right there. 3 of them actually.
Very good play.
Count them, 3.
All right. Well,
they have earned that. They have earned that wrestler's skin in every single thread with it. That was an insanely good play right there.
Absolutely, they earned it. I mean, that was a really Master Gengar plan, and so they deserve the Master Gengar skin. That's really great to see that happen. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Shout out to everybody that was in our highlighted clips of the week. We've got thank you to everybody. Thank you to WDmichel. Thank you to 8-Bit King. Thank you to 4th Gen Gamer. Let's see who else was on here. Dragon Storm 1993, Sportaholic 21, and Gabriel Antonio. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream and hanging out with us today. Thank you, Savage Patch Kid, QuiverDancer, Pickley, all you guys. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us for sure. But yeah, big shout out to everybody there, and that'll wrap it up for this episode of Silph Co Sports. We want to remind you guys, if you like what you see or hear on the show, be sure to follow us here on Twitch, of course. Drop a like on YouTube, comments, all those things. They really help everybody find us. And be sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff for even more content. If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at RooseBane. Upsmash, where can they find you?
Well, they can find me at on Twitter at Upsmash TV. They can even find me at YouTube using the link over there. Honestly, that's about it. Those are the 2 things I'm focusing on right now. Oh yeah, also my Twitch, Upsmash TV, of course.
That's true. That's very true.
If you guys want to see me farm up some stuff in Stardew, I'll be there, just big chilling. I promise a good time. We have fun over there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love seeing the farmer Ditto for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, also big shout outs to the Pink Big Blob Man behind the curtain, the other Up Smash, because like Ditto can clone himself and just be in 2 spots at once. We do have another Up Smash that's running all the production stuff behind the screens tonight, and we're really appreciative of them coming along. And same link for the same content though. That's the good thing about it is they both share the same content link, so you can just go follow all of them there. But big shout outs to the production Up Smash as well. Thank you for making the show happen.
You fool! You thought there was only one of me?
Nah, it's like Naruto, just clone jutsu and all over the place,
I just cut myself in half. Boom. That is birth through mitosis. That's how it works.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. I think that's about it. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for coming. It was a very good pleasure to have me host. I think that's it.
That's it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Peace.